guys, welcome to Super Dynamic Bros. I'm Michael Sarabona.
I'm Isaiah Amaro.
Today we're going to be reviewing Blade Runner 2049, the sequel to Blade Runner.
Whoa.
35 years later. Isaiah, give me your thoughts.
I thought it was a great sequel. Like, it didn't try to change it. It stuck what it was and just enhanced it to 30 years later.
Yeah, no, honestly, this is probably one of the better sequels out there. I mean, in some ways, it's kind of a little bit better than the original.
I would like to say, yeah. If you want to count, let's say the best version of the original, which is like maybe I think it was 7 versions of it. The best one, maybe the final cut. It was a lot better story wise than the original.
Yeah, because I feel like in this one they really fleshed out the world more than the first one. I mean, the first one, it's a simple story.
And it stuck what it could do.
Yeah, Harrison Ford, he's a Blade Runner. He hunts down humanized robots. And, it's a simple tale. It was a really good detective noir film set in the future. Well, technically 2 years from now, it's not really looking any different outside, but no, in this one they really flesh out the world in a way, really kind of go more into the whole, what does it mean to be a replicant?
Do you have a soul, or what makes it different than a human type? Basically what every other robot movie kind of explains, but this one tells it in a different way where I didn't feel like I've seen this story already or in a different movie.
Yeah, and it continues the themes of the first one, What does it mean? Yeah, what does it mean to be human and all that? And Harrison Ford is back somewhat in the movie, but it's really more Ryan Gosling's story. Ryan Gosling, I'm not really going to get too much into his character because honestly, go into this movie not knowing anything. The trailers really didn't tell you much.
No, I've seen one trailer, and when I'm watching this movie, it was like, wow, this is a different movie than I expected. I expected a whole buddy cop type, him and Harrison Ford fight robots together, and this wasn't it.
There's so much more to it, and especially Ryan Gosling gives kind of the performance of his career in this.
Oh yeah, I felt a lot of emotion in this movie when he needed to be, and I can see why he's a great actor. And
God love me, he's come a long way from The Notebook, I can tell you that. And Harrison Ford, this is the Harrison Ford that I love. Where he's in a movie where, you can tell he cares.
Yeah, it's not just a paycheck for this one.
Yeah, it's not
another sequel to a movie I did 35 some years ago.
Time to phone it in. Not this time. No. Yeah. He doesn't really phone it in Force Awakens for me.
A lot of people said that, but I don't know. For his character wise, it was exactly what it is. For let's say, what was the last movie he did before that?
Like Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, you can tell that was a
cash grab.
Harrison Ford, yeah. But this time it's different. You can tell, and he's not in a lot, but he's in a good amount of it, and it's great to see that type of Harrison Ford. And just I think the best part about this movie is freaking visually stunning.
Oh my god, for what it is, which I love from the beginning of it. Let's say the first movie, how they description of what the future might look like in the year 2019, and then besides knowing okay, that's not the future we are now, they just okay, let's just go along with it. In an analog type world, they just enhance it to what it could be 30 years if we stuck to that type of technology, which the whole city, the whole Los Angeles, San Diego, so even the stuff they were using at the LAPD offices.
Yeah, it's a little bit old school stuff, but super futuristic guys, And it's just, the movie is beautiful to look at. It is a gorgeous looking movie. It's done by Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah.
He did Sicario, Prisoners, Arrival. You can honestly tell he's one of the next best directors working out there right now.
Yeah, I saw a lot of care in this movie. A lot of it stuck to the original type, but not make it a carbon copy and not make it a whole different movie where fans of the movie will be like, why? Well, you just ruined a classic. I think this one will be a classic of its own.
No, and if you haven't seen the original, you can still go see this.
Yeah, they explain everything like in the beginning of what the replicants are, the robots or / trying to be humans. They explain the Harrison Ford characters from the first movie.
Yeah, and a lot of this movie, like, you know how most sequels kind of like they have to like play the nostalgia. Ooh, remember this, remember that from the original. Remember how much you love that. Yeah. They don't really play that card in this one.
No, there's some Easter eggs here and there for the fans wise who saw the first one.
Yeah, but it's not like if I'm not a fan, I'm not gonna understand that. You know, no, you can go into this movie kind of you understand the gist of the first one because they do kind of give you like a little bit of like kind of a recap, but not really. But yeah, it's just like you can just walk into this movie and just enjoy it, even if you're not a Blade Runner fan.
No, it was a great sci-fi movie, and that's something we haven't had in a really long time. At least a good sci-fi movie, I could say.
But like you like a good original
sci-fi,
like,
not counting the whole
movie.
Superhero genres, which you could consider sci-fi, but I'm talking about like a good classic sci-fi movie.
Yeah. No, honestly, this movie. This is probably easily one of my favorites of the year so far. I'm going a high score on this. I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. Almost like a 9.5, almost a 10.
Almost a 10. I think it's very long.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
because I hold it in not thinking it was gonna be a 3-hour movie. It was a 3-hour movie.
It's super long. That's because the movie and that's not necessarily a big con. No. The movie takes its time. It takes the time to tell the story.
Exactly, and it explains everything without having it to feel like it's a whole drag. Like, why am I sitting here? Just end it already. Or like halfway through the movie where you think like, okay, the movie's over. Oh, okay, no, we're still going with this. Nah, like I wanted to see more. Yeah. Like I'm hoping this movie does great money, so it does become a sequel or a third sequel. Trilogy, yeah.
I mean, even if it doesn't become a trilogy, this is still a great like standalone movie just to watch. So honestly, I highly recommend this movie. Go check it out. Go see it in the biggest format that you can. IMAX, 3D, all
D-Box, all that.
Do it.
Yeah. Just go to the bathroom beforehand, get some snacks.
Oh yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of people go to the bathroom, come back, go to the like I just kept looking and see people walking back and forth.
See, I don't want to do that because
I don't want to miss anything. That's why I hold it in.
Because like if you walk out, you're gonna miss something important in the movie. You really are. Well, that's all we have for you guys today. If you we started a new Instagram page, so check us out at Super Dynamic Bros just to get updated on everything. I'm Michael Sarabona.
I'm Isaiah Mauro.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Goodbye.
Blade Runner. Replicants.
That's what they did?
Huh?
That's what they did in the fucking
Replicants.
Replicants.
I'm keeping the same.